Hello everyone, welcome back to Lilac Moon Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is all about advice that you need to hear right now. So today I picked 3 different turtle statues, just because I feel like in general, usually when we're searching for advice on any given matter, we just need to slow down and really take a look at it and look at it from a different perspective. Slow and steady always wins the race, right? So all the timestamps will be listed down below for you, of course, but pile number 1, we have a Fluorite turtle, pile number 2 is a Smokey Quartz turtle, and pile number 3 is a Malachite turtle. So really take time to think about what it is you want advice about, whether it's job, a relationship, career, a move, any question that you have. What advice do you seek? Pause the video if you need to, take a few moments, take some deep breaths, really focus in on it, and then select the timestamp for the reading down below. Hello, pile number 1, you picked the Fluorite turtle. So we'll go ahead and see what advice the cards have for you. So I have some tarot here as well as some oracle cards. So we'll start with the tarot, see what advice the cards have for you, and please take what resonates and leave behind the rest. Obviously not every message will apply to your situation, but we will see what the cards have to say. Your first card here is the Devil. So the Devil is all about addictions, the chains that bind us, also comfort, and finding comfort in finding comfort in what is known, falling back into old habits just because they're comfortable and because they're not scary. And sometimes in order to change, we need to face what is uncomfortable, and not rely so much on what we're used to. Your next card here is the King of Cups. Some of you might be dealing with a water sign. This would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could also be you. The King of Cups is all about that ultimate emotional stability and the ability to control our emotions, but also to help fill others' cups, keep our cup full, and be able to make rational decisions without letting our emotions get the best of us. And your next card here is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this could be you or someone else, could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles to me is that ultimate motherly feeling, that caring, grounded, secure person in our lives. So this could just be someone who's coming in to help you stay more grounded. This could also be a solid financial situation coming in, or some money coming in for you that's really steady and long term. Your last tarot card here is the Nine of Swords in reverse. The biggest advice I get from that one is stop worrying about it. It's all in your head. When the Nine of Swords is reversed, I think we're finally acknowledging what isn't working for us, and we recognize that we're overanalyzing, over-worrying about stuff that doesn't really matter, and we just need to accept the things that we can't control and move on from it. So to put all the cards together, I think the biggest advice here is you need to find emotional stability and financial stability right now, and take solace in those things. We need to be careful not to get stuck in that devil energy where we find comfort in addictions or things that really just don't serve us. Because the lure of the devil is, of course, comfort, and what he promises, but in taking comfort in those things, we're never going to grow and we're never going to move forward. So in order to really change and move out of that cycle of the Nine of Swords where we're always stressed and worried, we need to break free, and we need to find security and balance. And I think for you, pile number one, it's really a balance between our emotions and our material life. Some of you might be going through a job change right now, or this pile might be really struggling with some emotional baggage. That's another big part of the devil as well, can be emotional baggage. And just with the King of Cups there, though, I really think that you can overcome it. You just need to recognize what's good for you and what's bad for you and get rid of the bad. And I think with the Nine of Swords in reverse, you are recognizing what doesn't serve you. And then the Queen of Pentacles, again, is that ultimate grounded and like balanced and secured state of finances and career. So let's take a look at the oracle cards here to get any additional advice or messages for you. So your first card here says not the right time. So maybe some of you, if there's something you're asking about, if it pertains to like, should I do this right now? Is this the right idea for me right now? It's not the right time. And I think it's because you still have some other stuff to work through. You need to work through this kind of like tarot story we have going on here. It's just not the right time. It's not to say that it'll never happen, but you need to be in the right mindset, in the right space, in order for these things to happen in your life. Your next card here says Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Yeah, so you just kind of have to trust that the cycle of life is going to turn in your favor. If you've been feeling really down, if you've been feeling really frustrated, especially if you're trying to manifest anything in your life and it feels like it's not coming, you just need to trust that it will come. And just right now isn't the right time. You have to trust that universe and spirit and your guides and all that, they know what's best for you, and whatever you're asking for or trying to manifest just isn't right for you right now. And if you received those things right now, you wouldn't be able to enjoy them as much as you think you would. Your last card here is nothing is yet set in stone, a mutable moon. Yeah, so if you've been really clamoring for a change, wanting a change, and you feel like it's not going anywhere, nothing's set in stone, it's just not the right time, and you need to trust in the universe. This is your best advice right now. Whatever it is you need advice on, this is the best advice. Just know that what you want will come. It's just not the right time, and you really need to trust that your spirit guides and ancestors and angels, the universe, whatever you believe in, they have your best interest at heart, and that they will allow what it is you truly want when the time is right. And just know that if you're unhappy in your current situation, whatever it is, whatever you're asking for advice about, it's not set in stone. Things can change. Just believe that they can change and that they will change when the time is right. All right. I'm going to leave you with that, pile number one. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below if this resonated at all for you. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You all picked the Smokey Quartz turtle. So we're going to start with some tarot, finish up with some oracle to find out what your best advice for your situation is. Just keep in mind, not every message will resonate, so take what does, leave behind the rest. All right, let's get started. Your first card here is the Magician in reverse. So with the Magician in reverse, don't get discouraged if you can't start something right now. Some of you might really want to start a new project, start a new hobby, start a new business, and it's just not the right time. And it's simply because you don't have everything you need right now. This could just in general be a timing thing, or you just don't quite have the physical materials that you need. It could be your physical materials, it could be the emotional investment, it could be your mental investment. That's what the Magician's all about. He's got all 4 elements represented. So if it's something you really truly believe that you want to pursue, take a look at the different elements in your life. Are you ready to be emotionally invested? Are you ready to be energetically invested, mentally invested, and physically invested? Especially with the physical part, it's more about if it's a financial issue for you to pursue this dream. Is it reasonable? Is it feasible? It's okay if it's not right now. Again, I feel like this is kind of a theme with pile number 1 as well. Just because right now is not the right time doesn't mean that it'll never be the right time. It's all about getting your priorities and your mindset and everything else in order. So it's just a delay. It's just you need to get all the pieces together and be ready to focus 100% on what it is that you are trying to create. Your next card here is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So this kind of goes along with that first card. The 2 of Pentacles is kind of about balance and has something to do with your finances and a career or a decision. Some of you might have picked this pile because you're trying to make a financial decision and it's just not the right time to make that decision. And it kind of goes along with the Magician as well. You've got to get your priorities in check. You need to balance your finances, or if this has more to do with a career, if you're trying to decide which way to go. The infinity symbol here to me says it doesn't matter which way you go. I think you'll be fine either way. It might not be the right time to make that decision because you might feel like you made the wrong decision. But in the long run, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, let's see what else we've got. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. All right, I guess you guys are my finances question group. The 3 of Pentacles is the work card to me. It's all about working together, collaboration, and growth in your finances and or career. If, for you, pile number 2, if this was a question about finances or a job, you're just gonna have to work for it. If you decide to kind of force it and make it happen and make that decision, be ready to work for it. And you're going to have to ask others for help or work with others in this project. Yeah, let's see what our last card is. So you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So again, that's a delay. A delay in an emotional project, a creative project, something, if you think of something emotional, it'd be something that you're putting your heart and soul into, right? All your emotions into something that's really important to you emotionally. It's just a delay. So the gut feeling I have with this reading for the majority of you who picked this pile, I think some of you have a passion project that you'd like to see come to life, that you want to be successful. If it's some sort of work at home venture or your own business, there's just some delays, and it's a weird balance between the financial prospects of it or aspects of it and then the emotional aspects of it. There's just some delays and some indecision about it. Maybe it's more just pulling the trigger on it. You're just afraid and fear is an emotion. You're afraid of what will happen, or maybe you're afraid of the hard work that it's going to take. You have this like idealistic vision of what it would be like to run your own business, or work from home, or what have you. But it's gonna be hard work, and you will have to put in the work, and you might really need to ask others for help with this project, or at least seek advice. The imagery on the Three of Pentacles to me is very like, what do you think of this kind of a feeling? Like those two people to the side are like looking at your work, and they're like, oh yeah, this is great, but you could do XYZ better or something. So it might be just collaborating or working with someone. And maybe this is the step you need to take before you get all these pieces in place, and you really need to share your idea with some people who you have confidence in that can help you, and maybe they'll offer you that piece of advice that'll finally get you started, that'll get these delays out of your way. Sometimes we need reassurance that what we're doing is the right decision. I know I'm guilty of this a lot of the time. It's hard for me to make a decision without someone saying like, yes, that's fine. You are allowed to do that. Especially when it comes to finances, and spending money. Some of you maybe are thinking about making a bigger purchase, and you've been hemming and hawing about it, and you just need that person to be like, yeah, I think that's a reasonable purchase. It's a lot of money, but like, if it's something you want and it will bring you happiness and emotional fulfillment to purchase this thing, then you should do it. Let's see what the oracle cards say. Your next card here, it says, don't stop. Yeah, so whatever it is, if you've been debating, and you've already taken some steps, I think, so you just need to not stop. You need to keep going with whatever it is that you're starting to invest in. I feel like I get the sense that you guys have put some time into this, maybe not as much work or as an emotional investment as you should, but you have put time into it. You just need to get everything all together and really keep going. Next card is Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Yeah, that's like that Three of Pentacles. You need to learn. There's something you need to study more. You need to learn more. You might need to learn these things from other people in your life, or seek advice from others in your life in order to finally take those final steps to really get started with this new project, this new plan, this new business venture. Your last card is Bring Love into the Situation, New Moon in Aquarius. That's that Ace of Cups in reverse. The gut feeling that's coming to mind right now is you might be focusing too much on the money making aspects of your project instead of it actually bringing you emotional happiness and fulfillment. This is something I'm personally struggling with literally at this moment while I'm filming this video. You need to remember that, especially if you're starting your own business or pursuing something as more of a career versus a hobby, it needs to be something that you love. Yes, it's great to make money on the side from something, but it needs to be something that brings you emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy. You can't turn a hobby into a career and expect to make money if you're miserable doing the thing. And that's honestly where I've been kind of stuck with this YouTube and, a few other side projects myself. So I definitely understand where this pile is coming from. So the big message, the big advice here is don't stop, don't give up. No matter how hard it is to pick yourself up and keep going, you need to keep going. But remember the emotional value of whatever it is you're trying to do, and take some time to dig out some knowledge, to learn, and reach out to people. You never know who might have the words of wisdom, the right advice for you. Don't be afraid to reach out. So I'm gonna leave you with that, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below if this reading did resonate for you. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. You all picked the Malachite turtle. So we're going to start with some tarot and then finish up with some oracle. Just keep in mind, not every message will resonate. Take what does, leave behind the rest. Let's get started. First off, you've got the Knight of Swords, so in reverse. So the Knight of Swords in reverse to me says that you've got some delays. You really had a plan and were hoping to charge forward with it, and now you've hit a wall. It's almost like you pushed forward too fast, and now your horse is tripped up and you can't quite get your bearings straight. You just need to slow down. It's kind of like what I said at the beginning with the turtles. You need to slow down and reevaluate what it is your plan is. A lot of times we get really excited about an idea that we have, and then we just charge full force into it without realizing consequences or other aspects, especially if it's like a new hobby or a new job or a new relationship even. We get so excited about the new idea and the newness of it, and then that newness wears off, or we realize that things are more expensive than we thought or more time consuming than we thought, and makes it hard to keep going. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, it might have been a new career choice, a new job, and maybe things aren't going the way you had planned, or you're unable to find that new job. Some of you might also be struggling financially as well. It's just, again, a delay. Both of these cards are actually just signifiers of delays, and fairly short ones at that. You just gotta keep grounded, and you gotta keep your mind in the right place. Sometimes swords cards in reverse can also represent kind of having our head in the clouds, our mind being a little scattered, thoughts being scattered. And then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, it's a delay in starting that new job. Maybe you quit your old job prematurely before you had the new one locked down, or some financial gain that you were planning on just hasn't shown up yet. But again, I think this is just a short delay for you. Your next tarot is Temperance. So balance. Like a yin and yang type balance. Make sure you keep the energy flowing. Don't let yourself stop just because you've kind of hit this wall here. That's like kind of what I get from that card. Temperance is always kind of a weird one for me, but it's keeping grounded, keeping balanced with your emotions and balanced with your material needs. That's what I get from, because in the picture she's got a foot in the water and a foot on the ground, so it's kind of keeping that balance. And then you've got the two cups being poured back and forth. So as long as you always have water in those cups, you'll always be able to kind of ebb and flow. And it's about finding peace in the rhythm of life, and finding that, you know, sometimes things are good, sometimes things are bad, but you can't let the I mean, it could work either way, but you can't let the really bad things just drag you down under the water, right? And you can't let the super good things get to your head. I'm not promoting like a sense of kind of waiting for the shoe to drop, right? But it's more, life is about ebb and flow. It's about balance, and the wheel of time in life is always turning. It's not always going to be a flat line. It's going to be ups and downs, and you have to expect ups and downs. And eventually, you know, if you've been in kind of a down moment, eventually it will go back up. And if you've been kind of in a great moment, yes, eventually it will go back down. But it's just acknowledging that there is a balance and that there is an ebb and flow, and that's how life is. So when you're feeling a little down, a little stuck, or your thoughts are kind of going the wrong direction, just recognize that things will get better. If they're bad, you know, right now, it's just the ebb and flow of life. Recognizing that it's a cycle. Your last card here is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you've got 2 Swords Court cards in reverse. Some of you might be having trouble with an air sign, possibly. It would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or this could be you. But the Queen of Swords in reverse is kind of scary, because this person, or you, or whoever in your life, they're very sharp, they're very brutally honest, and they're honestly kind of an asshole, you know, or bitch, or whatever you want to say. They're just not a great person to be around. And this could be you if you're feeling very frustrated with how things are going for you right now. If you feel like a little down, a little frustrated that you know, whatever this, if this is a financial thing for you, if things haven't panned out and you're a little stressed, you're a little worried, just keep in mind and realize that you might not be interacting with others as pleasantly as you should be. Also, keep your thoughts and your mind in check as well. Don't let yourself get stuck down in that like pit of like incessant anxiety and worry. And that's kind of what the Temperance card, I feel like, is here to remind you. Like I said, things might be bad now, but they will get better. It's all about recognizing that life is all about ups and downs. Sometimes we have ups, sometimes we have downs. And it's just, we have to acknowledge that and move forward. Your next card here says no. If you came to this reading looking, you know, with a specific question, the answer is no. If you were wondering about something that you had advice about, it's not to say that it will never happen. It's just that right now is definitely not the right time, or it's just a no. And it's tough sometimes, especially if it's something we really want to hear no and be told no. But sometimes we just have to accept it, and it can be tough, but that's life. And like I said, it might be kind of a down moment right now, but trust me, if the universe has your best intentions at heart, something way better will be coming around the corner. Your next card says, Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Be mindful of your present, and this kind of goes along with that Queen of Swords. You need to be mindful of what you're saying, what you're thinking right now, and you need to be in the present. Practicing mindfulness will be really, really big here, and that's kind of like Temperance as well. Being here in the present. You can't sit there and worry about the past because you can't change it, and you can't sit there and worry about the future because it hasn't happened yet. You need to focus on the now. What we have is the now, and that's all we can affect, that's all we can change, and that's all we can really control, is literally what we're doing in this exact moment in our lives. Your last card here says communication is key, a new moon in Gemini. So with the two swords cards in reverse, yes, communication is key. So swords are all about your mental energy and communication. Be careful what you say and how you say it. And those in your life, there might be people out there trying to help you and you're just shutting them down, or you're being rude to them, or you're being short with them because you're frustrated about your own shortcomings, or whatever's going on in your life. Just know that these people are coming at you from a place of love and caring, and they want to support you, or at least I hope that these people in your life do. Just be careful about what you say to them, and if you're shutting them out, if you're telling them no, you don't want to burn any bridges. But I think someone out there might have the right information for you, or the right advice for you. And having that open door of communication is really, really important. Yeah. I think that's all I've got for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below if this reading did resonate for you. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!